She went back on this mission through his hall. Then he called Telemachus to his side and the two herdsmen. Sharply Odysseus said, "These dead must be disposed of first of all. Direct the women. Tables and chairs will be scrubbed with sponges, rinsed and rinsed again. When our great room is fresh and put in order, take them outside, these women, between the round house and the palisade, and hack them with your sword blades till you cut the life out of them, and every thought of sweet Aphrodite under the rutting suitors, when they lay down in secret." As he spoke, here came the women in a bunch, all wailing, soft tears on their cheeks. They fell to work to lug the corpses out into the courtyard under the gateway, propping one against another as Odysseus ordered, for he himself stood over them. In fear these women bore the cold weight of the dead. The next thing was to scrub off chairs and tables and rinse them down. Telemachus and the herdsman scraped the packed earth floor with hose, but made the women carry out all blood and mire. When the great room was cleaned up once again, at sword point they forced them out, between the round house and the palisade, pell-mell to huddle in that dead end without exit. Telemachus, who knew his mind, said curtly, "I would not give the clean death of a beast to trolls who made a mockery of my mother and of me too, you sluts who lay with suitors." He tied one end of a hawser to a pillar and passed the other about the roundhouse top, taking the slack up, so that no one's toes could touch the ground. They would be hung like doves or larks in springs triggered in a thicket, where the birds think to rest, a cruel nesting. So now in turn each woman thrust her head into a noose and swung, yanked high in air, to perish there most piteously. Their feet danced for a little, but not long. From storeroom to the court they brought Melanthius, chopped with swords to cut his nose and ears off, pulled off his genitals to feed the dogs, and raging hacked his hands and feet away. As their own hands and feet called for a washing, they went indoors to Odysseus again. Their work was done. He told Eurycleia, "Bring me brimstone and a brazier, medicinal fumes to purify my hall. Then tell Penelope to come, and bring her maids. All servants round the house must be called in." His own old nurse Eurycleia replied, "Ay, surely that is well said, child. But let me find you a good clean shirt and cloak, and dress you. You must not wrap your shoulders' breadth again in rags in your own hall. That would be shameful." Odysseus answered, "Let me have the fire. The first thing is to purify this place." With no more chat Eurycleia obeyed and fetched out fire and brimstone. Cleansing fumes he sent through court and hall and storage chamber. Then the old woman hurried off again to the women's quarters to announce her news, and all the servants came now, bearing torches in twilight, crowding to embrace Odysseus, taking his hands to kiss his head and shoulders, while he stood there, nodding to everyone, and overcome by longing and by tears.